the place that you saw in the last clips. This was the place that I said we already did, but I was going to do some looking in the backyard area there and see what happens. But I just literally parked and the homeowner saw me, so he came out and we were talking for a few minutes. And right before he came out, this is as far as I got. I wanted to detect a little bit around this tree here. Right as he was coming out, I dug this signal, and very first signal, I got a silver dime in the hole. I didn't even look at it yet. Oh, it's seated, I think. Oh, nope, it's a barber. It's a barber. Looks like, I don't know if we can see that in the camera. I have a glare on me, so it's very hard to see. 1800s, but I mean, I can't believe that. Very, very first signal. There's the vehicle. I just literally started, so on a roll, continuing the silver streak. I'm gonna go around this tree and then, like I said, maybe get into that backyard and see what's going on. All right, we'll see you on the next. Starting off good. Okay, actually been here quite a while. I tried back there by the wood line over there, the tree line, and didn't find much except trash, and the back was no good. I think that there was some just some dirt moved around back there, but decided to come out to the front again. I cranked up the sensitivity on my machine, and I got this little squeaker tone in here, and it turns out to be another Indian. I got one the other night here down the bottom of the hill, and I already brushed it off. I think it's an 1881, but I'll clean that up at home and make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's an 1881. So, hey, we'll take another Indian out of here. But all I ended up with today so far was that first signal, that barber dime, and I got another wheat penny and this. So, I mean, I feel pretty confident that we've covered this pretty good. So I think for the next video, it'll be looking at another permission. So, but I'm going to continue here for about another 15 minutes or so, make my way back over to the truck, and call it a day. But I'll turn you back on if we find something else. If not, we'll see you on the next hunt. All right, still plugging along here. I'm actually in the back. I figured I'd come back around the house and found a little area here that seems to be undisturbed. I ended up picking up a wheat penny right by the garage there, but I just got this, and it's going to be a V nickel. It's going to be very hard to see. It's pretty toasted. I don't even know if you can make out any details. Now I'll try to clean this up. I'll soak it in a little bit of olive oil, maybe to loosen up the dirt on there, lightly brush it and see what happens. But I was able to make out some of the stars around the edge. I think you could see right there. But definitely a V-nickel. So that's the second V-nickel that I found here. I found one in the front the last time I was here. But all right, almost done. I knew I had a coin. You can see the impression right here. Right there. Wait, right there. There's a green impression right there, circle from the coin. But all right, see you on the next, or on the next permission. Okay, all finished. Figured I'd give you a little tailgate wrap up of the little bit that I found, but it was still kind of cool, kind of interesting day here. There is that V-nickel that's pretty wiped. It's going to be very hard to get details off of it. Of course, the first signal that I dug today was the barber dime. It's in a little bit of rough shape, but it's got some detail on it. You can make it out. There was the Indian penny that I just dug before I finished up the front, and come up with 3 wheat pennies and a little bit of clad and this little slick bottle. I don't think it's too old. It's got a screw top, but a little bit of embossing on the bottom, probably more modern. But that was it for this place. Oh, also this little brass pitcock or spigot or something. But I think that's about it for this place. I may stop back and, you know, putz around when I get the new machine. We'll see. But all right, I'm gonna wrap this up here. I will clean this stuff up and show you on the final wrap up when I get some more things when I get out again. Hopefully in the next day or two I'll get back out, depending on the weather, and I'll see you on the next hunt. All right, on a new hunt. You saw me finish up that house that I was at the other day, and I just got permission on this old house. This house actually goes back into the 1800s. So it's about 150 years old, so, you know, 1870s, 80s, somewhere in there. But I dug 2 wheat pennies. He told me there's been some extensive dirt moving around, so there's only patches around and around the side where I might be able to find something. But I found like 2 wheat pennies, and my first good target out of this hole here is this religious pendant. It's not silver or gold or anything, but still an artifact or a relic, whichever you prefer. But it's almost dark. I just found this after dinner, and it's a place I've been meaning to stop, and I just came up here and just to see if somebody was home. Real nice homeowner, gave me permission, and told him if he didn't mind, I'd come back up tomorrow. So tomorrow, he said no problem. Tomorrow I'll come up and really cover some of these areas. He showed me where the old outhouse was too. So, all right, see you on the next. All right, just about dark now. I spent a few extra minutes speaking with the homeowner. Had a deep signal, sounded like silver, and I pulled this up, and at first I thought it was just a lump of scrap, but if you look, it's a little shoe. I don't know what it would be off of or what it's made of. It feels pretty heavy. I think it might be iron, but a little shoe. Hey, you see the sole there and the tie there? I'll get it cleaned up. I'll show you on the wrap up. But all right, see you on the next. All right, it's just about dark, although you probably can't tell, but just got my first silver from this place. It's gonna be a Rosie, but I don't care. 1961, not that old, but we'll take it. I just dug 2 wheat pennies right there. But I'm getting ready to pack it in. I should be leaving here in about 5-10 minutes. I was just kind of swinging my way back towards the truck, but all right, I just got permission, like I said, to come back. And I have a possible lead on 2 more old farmhouses from sitting here talking with the gentleman. One his parents own and one his girlfriend's parents own, and he's going to check with them, and might find out tomorrow. Might have 2 more permissions. So always nice to talk with the property owners and spend a little time. Even though I didn't get that much time detecting, could have put me on 2 good places. So plus this one. So all right, we'll see you on the next, or tomorrow when I come back up. All right, back out at this house I was at last night where I got the silver dime. I've already been up through here a little bit, and been here about an hour or so. Spent a little bit of time talking with the homeowner again. But first target today worth taking a look at is this. It's going to be a old makeup compact. You can see a little bit of design there. I'll have to clean that up, see if there's any writing on it, but not too much so far. A little bit slow going. Did find 1 wheat penny. So I'm going to continue to cover this, and there's some places in the back. Like I said, he told me that some of this was filled in. The old outhouse was over there. So there's a couple little areas to check, but all right, we'll get back to you on the next find. Hey guys, this is going to be the wrap up on those last couple of hunts that you saw. The first is going to be kind of like a continuation of the place that I was at 2 weeks ago. That last video that I did was extra long, and I apologize for that, but I just had so many finds that week, which was really cool. But so the first place was a place that I was finishing up. I had gone over most of it and still managed to make a few finds. So that day, you saw that I had dug that silver barber dime like almost immediately getting out of the truck, which was just crazy, but glad to have it. Just some miscellaneous stuff, a little brass pitcock or drain or something there. This came up because the cap there is aluminum. Sounded pretty good, but just a small bottle, probably more modern. There's some numbers embossed on it, but it's a screw top, so that's more modern. And there was this button I don't think is too old. A little bit of clad and a couple of coins. Like I said, the first is this barber dime. Now it's going to be hard to see. Let me see if I can. Oh, that's my finger. There, shade the light out so it's not shining so much, but if you can see that, it's 1893. Maybe you can tell, I don't know, but it's shining when I have the light on full blast. It's a little bit rough shape, but still, it's been a while since I dug up a barber dime, so that's kind of cool. Boy, I don't know when last time I dug a barber. It's been a little while. But I ended up getting another Indian in the front yard, which is pretty badly corroded. I mean, you can barely make it out. I had to put the glass on it, and I'm pretty sure it's an 1881. The last number, maybe you could see the Indian on there. Yeah. The last number, I'm pretty sure is a 1, but like I said, it's so wiped. Same thing with this V-nickel. You might be able to make out a little bit of the head up here and the stars around it, and possibly the V in the center there, but it's really hard to see. This just did not survive too well in the ground. But still a V-nickel. Like I said, couldn't get the date off of it, and still ended up with 3 wheat pennies. One was, there was a 1916. This one was a little bit hard to see. This second one, I believe, is a 1926 and a 1942. So that's it for that house. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I feel pretty confident all the easy finds were made. If I get another machine and, you know, maybe want to try it out, maybe pick up something deeper, that remains to be seen yet. So the next place was a new permission that I got. This actually turned out to be a little less than I hoped for, but I still made some finds, so that was cool. Got a silver coin out of that. There's just some miscellaneous stuff. This fitting, I have no idea. I thought at first it was some kind of relic, but it's got a threaded fitting there. Looks like it got beat in. I don't know, probably some kind of plumbing fitting or something. There's an old iron ring there, probably horse tack for a bit or something. A couple of bullets, some miscellaneous junk there. Got this hinge, this brass hinge here. Not sure how old it is, probably not very. I mean, the house was from the 1870s or 80s, so I had figured, I thought maybe I'd do a little bit better as far as older coins, but not so much. There was a lot of dirt moved around too. Homeowner was super nice, and you know, I can go up anytime I want. He has no problem with me returning multiple times. And again, that might be something to do if I get a different machine. On one of the clips, I dug this. This is a just a woman's compact. Not sure how old it is. I don't know if I had to guess. 40s, 50s, 60s, I don't know. Here was that cool little shoe that I dug up. It's actually hollow inside. And you can see the sole of it. At first I thought it was like a lump of lead or something. But I just kind of wiped it off with my fingers, and I noticed the bottom looked like a heel or a sole of a shoe, and it's just a part of it, maybe a little statue or figurine or something. But that's it, just the shoe. You see the little bow on there or something on there, the tie. As far as coins, a little bit of clad, quarter, some zincs, and a copper penny. And then also, I think this was the first find, I got this religious medallion, which is I guess the Blessed Mother and baby Jesus, and then Jesus on the front there, or the back. Also got this. At first I thought it was a penny, but it's got a design on it. Don't really know how old it is or exactly what it is, because on the back side here, maybe this was attached, like soldered to some kind of a pin or something. Might have had a pin backing. I'm not sure. But, yeah, still fine. And, like I said, as far as the old coins, I did manage one silver coin. It turned out to be a 1961 Roosevelt. Just made it by a couple of years there, but hey, we'll take it. And several wheat pennies. I think I found five wheat pennies. One is a 1930 something. I can't make it out. It's pretty toasted. Most of these coins in this area seem to be in rough shape. Ground was not kind to them. There's a 1942. There are two 1945s and a 1945D. Now, cool thing about this property is way up in the back, and the homeowner showed me when I was wrapping up the rest of the second time that I was up there. Took a walk in the back of his property, and it turns out there was a very old Boy Scout camp there. There's an old cabin, and it's got, I don't know if anybody's familiar with, way back in the day, there was a company called Pittston Stove Company, and they made coal stoves and wood stoves, and there's a Pittston stove inside of this place. I swung the coil around a little bit, as you can imagine, just tons of debris and junk and iron and cans. It's going to be worth I think it might be worth a trip up there. Maybe when I have no place to go, just take a run up there and kind of sift around a little bit through some of the debris if I can. May end up with some cool Boy Scout history, like neckerchief slides or maybe some coins. Who knows? Pins, whatever. So I have that. I'm kind of putting that off to the side because I did manage to get on what I'm hoping is going to be a pretty cool permission. I just got a phone call back from the guy tonight. I was on my way back from one of these places here, and there was a house that I had looked at before, and as a matter of fact, I know one or two others have tried to get this place, and the lady always said no. But there was a younger guy, I don't know, maybe in his 30s, out there mowing the grass when I was passing by. Turns out they're selling the house, and I pulled over, started talking to him for a little bit. He had no problem with it, but he had to talk with his parents. They're the ones that own it, and turns out his mom's kind of a history buff, so she said I can go ahead and detect it anytime, and there's a lot of property there. So she said, you know, if you got to come back a few times, which is awesome. And I'm hoping that this turns out to be, you know, virgin ground, undetected, dirt not moved around. Hopefully we find some cool things there. But I'm trying to get to that by tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, maybe the day after. But hopefully that's going to turn out good. So stay tuned for next video. Hopefully we'll have some good finds out of that one. But that's it for now. If you've liked the video, like what you saw, please hit that thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, I'd appreciate you subscribing. Really appreciate that support. And anybody out there doing your treasure hunting, good luck, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.